Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Yeah, we are going to be looking at all entities, monsters, and Roblox stores explained. So yeah, we are doing it for today. So yeah, let's move on to the video now.
Hey guys, Super Horror Bro Mike here, and in today's video we navigate
I just said hey guys.
haunted halls of Roblox stores as we take a look at each of the game's many entities and characters. For those who don't know, Doors is a horror game
So Seek, you're on Seek right now.
created within Roblox.
It's a horror game on Roblox that is like better.
We assume the role of a hapless adventurer who finds themselves trapped in a hotel consisting of 100 doors. Each of the doors we exit through brings us one
You can know it's created on Roblox. And yeah, that's figure on door 100 that I'm trying to get on. I made it on door 82 and I just died.
step closer to a showdown against
On Seek 2.
a powerful entity known as the Figure. Along the way, a guiding light helps illuminate our way. The lore is vague and perhaps best investigated in a separate video. For now, we will look at each of the many monstrous entities.
Halt is really very easy. You just have to look two ways. Then you just keep doing it until you get into the door.
That stand between our hero and that final showdown. Please note that this video is recorded in February 2023.
Well, it's March 2023 right now.
So it will only include entities added up to this point in time. With that disclaimer out the way, sit back, relax, and let's explore this creepy hotel
I'm not gonna do that, but never mind.
take a look at the monsters residing within.
That's a skeleton door. Main entities. Guiding light.
Guiding Light is a placid
Guiding light is a classic stew that will kicks everywhere in the darkness. Then you get the keys. I kind of ruined it, sorry.
supernatural force which, as its name suggests, acts as a guiding light through the dark and dangerous hotel hallways.
Yeah, guiding light, yeah, of course. Can you actually use a crucifix on guiding light?
Guiding Light emits a faint sound around key items in the environment, leading the player to them. In pitch black rooms, it will light the way after a certain amount of time has passed, usually somewhere between 30 and 60 seconds. During chase sequences, this helpful spectre lights up the safest path and generally does its
Also on the Seek chase, I forgot about that.
best to keep the player alive. It seems their role in the Doors universe is that of a guardian angel, always guiding but unable to directly intervene with
I wish I could have the crucifix. Evil be gone. I banish tree. Use a crucifix successfully. I hate you. Could you not be yourself for 5 minutes? Use a crucifix against Screech.
proceedings.
Eyes is like, if you look at him, he just gonna damage you.
Eyes is made up from a cluster of monstrous eyeballs, which
He has 38 eyeballs. So yeah, he has 38 other eyeballs, and yes, that's going to give him against the eyeballs.
float in a void-like aura.
And if you look at him, you get damage, and if you look at him for too long, you die. If you find a band-aid in the drawer and you're not looking at him, you might get some health back.
Moan can be heard as they materialize. Eyes usually spawn after the player enters a new room or hallway, and looking directly at it causes our health to rapidly dwindle. If one is to encounter Eyes, then they must turn away from its deadly gaze and move past it.
Yeah, he teleports, and yeah, he makes the door entire.
While looking at
he makes this room entire.
something safe, such as the floor or ceiling. Rush wears a Cheshire Cat grin plastered across.
So yeah, Rush does not have arms or legs, and he gets you. And what he actually says, I'm walking here. Yeah. I have been playing Doors for about 3 months, so I guess I know officially almost all the Doors monsters.
Its demonic face. A floating head surrounded by smoke, Rush will cause the hotel lights to blink rapidly for a few seconds.
So they flicker for a few seconds, then you hear the sound, then your screen leaves a bit more black, then blanky, and then if you go in the closet, he will not get you. Today I did not hide and I did not get caught by Rush.
Before quite literally rushing through the halls and consuming any poor souls who should get in its way.
He scares you after 3 tries. He comes into the street and I like how he does that way.
To avoid Rush, listen for its terrifying rumble and then quickly
To avoid Rush, you either go to the closet or you either go to the bed or you either use a crucifix on him.
hide in a nearby closet. Rush causes all light bulbs to pop as it speeds past and will also open any upcoming exits.
I know that because all the light bulbs just crack and pop into the ground and all the lights become dark. After a couple of doors, I guess, but yeah.
Door.
I have an oyster in my mouth. I can't believe why.
Trust Dettol this winter to kill 99.9% of cold and flu viruses.
What?
Try the power of new Nurofen Long Lasting for up to 12 hours pain relief.
Get this out off my screen now. Ambush. Ambush is the fastest entity in the game.
Ambush is the nightmarish alternative to Rush.
Yeah, he's like another version to Jack and Rush, but a little bit faster, for example, because what Ambush actually does, he rushes from doors like Rush, and if you don't go in the closet sometimes, he kind of jump scares you. He has like 10 different jump scares. He has 10 different jump scares, and yeah, he kind of gets you when he wants to. So you should use the crucifix on him, or you go to the closet or the bed.
Rush, Ambush resembles a floating face, though this time white.
Yeah, he does have a floating face.
As a sheet. Its eyes are wide black voids.
Because it's just like so it's not NPC. Why would it be? It's actually one of those creators of the game, Gary's mod. So yeah.
Mouth turned sideways, taking up most of its oval face. Ambush requires much quicker reaction time to avoid than Rush. Players will hear a distorted screech as it speeds into the room. You'll get but a second to react and quickly hide in the nearest closet. Unlike Rush,
He comes multiple times actually.
Ambush doesn't just pass by once, it will loop back over and over in quick succession. Getting caught results in an instant death.
Take a money. Screech.
While exploring the hotel's unlit rooms, a goopy squid-like creature wearing a big, bright humanoid smile may...
So this Doors monster is called Screech, and he mostly comes in the dark. He's scared of the brightness. He mostly comes in the dark, but if you mostly bring a lighter, he's not going to come.
sometimes appear. This is Screech, who...
Yeah, if you hear a peace sound, you have to look at him. Because if you look at him, yes, that's going to be good. But if you wait for too long, he will attack you.
alerts us to his presence by making a loud psst sound. When we hear this sound, we must quickly look around to locate Screech, who will be somewhere nearby. Spotting this slimy creature causes them to emit an ear-piercing screech before disappearing into the darkness once more.
He makes a scream when you look at him.
However, if we do not locate Screech in time, then they will attack, causing a 40-point damage penalty and a loud jump scare.
Halt.
Halt looks very much like a spectre or ghost.
So Halt, it looks like a ghost. Yeah. So Halt is eventually in the halls. Is in the halls. And yes, he's mostly in the halls. Then your screen turns blue when you heard the thing, the darkness sound. You're like, oh, go, 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 go. And it's kind of different that time, but yeah.
Halt looks very much like a spectre or ghost. A pair of bright blue eyes shine.
Oh, by the way, he pops up only sometimes. He doesn't pop up all the time.
Through its translucent body, with a texture resembling ripples on water. Halt has one of the most unique gameplay systems built around it. The lights will flicker for an extended period, and then when opening the exit door, players are transported to a long dark corridor. Halt will now appear behind the player and give chase. As we run, Halt periodically teleports in front of us, and at this point a message flashes up.
You have to turn around when he comes.
Wanting us to turn around. The objective here is to keep ahead of Halt.
They want us to turn
as they
around.
teleport back and forth within the hallway. Eventually, we reach the exit and Halt despawns. If Halt should catch us, however, then the following jump scare is triggered.
So
Sometimes you may enter a room.
So sometimes when you enter a door indoors, you might go into the wrong door. Then the Duke comes. You get duped by him, and if you don't have this, you might get it someday. But if you go to the wrong door and you forgot what number, there's like 2 to 3 doors that you're looking at and you're confused. Then you go in the wrong door, then you get absolutely damaged.
With 2 possible exits. These
And to survive him, to not take any damage, you need to use the crucifix.
doors are always numbered, but do you remember the number of the previous door you entered through? There's no way to check now, as the sign has been mysteriously warped. One of these exits is a traptress entity known as Dupe, a terrifying creature lurking in the darkness beyond the fake doorway, who roars and lunges at the player, dealing a substantial amount of damage to them should
I accidentally paused my video.
they approach. So do remember what door number should be next, or prepare to be duped by Dupe. Seek is one of 2 boss encounters.
So Seek is one of 2 boss encounters that actually come either door 30 or door 40. And you can also come to door 70 or door 80. So yeah, you might find ambush in time, but yeah.
Found in the current version of doors. Their appearance is humanoid.
And he chases after you, and if you go the wrong way, he will eventually get you. But he won't get you sometimes. That's what happened to me, but yeah, I understand.
The body made up from a goopy ink-like substance and a single giant cycloptic eye, their only distinguishing feature. Seek
The eye is on the man, I guess.
chases down the player and will instantly kill them should they catch up. To escape Seek, players must duck under fallen objects.
That will look 2 ways very quickly. That is super hard, but it will get easier, I promise.
And choose the correct paths, guided as always by that mysterious light. After surviving several rooms, the player finds themselves in a long hallway full of giant arms and
Then you met 6 doors. I don't even know what is happening.
flaming pits. We must survive this final gauntlet in order to escape Seek once and for all. However, we must survive 2 encounters with this horrifying humanoid in total.
Yeah, he comes 2 times at door 30 to 40, so door to 70 to 80.
One occurs before door 50 and the other after. In the lead up to encountering Seek, creepy eyes begin appearing in each room.
Yeah, and the lights start flickering, and you might think that Rush is coming, but he's not. It's just Seek that is coming. And the eyeballs popping the walls, then the eyeballs start popping on the walls, appearing on the walls more if you're already in the Seek chase.
This to notify us that the chase sequence is soon to begin.
This St. Patrick's weekend, find all the luck you need at Mace, like Tato Hunky Dory's.
Go away. Figure.
The last of the main entities.
Figure. You have to find 8 books. So this is how to do it. So this is Figure. Yeah. And if you go too close to him, he will absolutely kill you. But for example, if you just get the sheet without getting killed. So yeah, if you get the sheet, yeah, and the sheet is on the left side of the room. So he's like one of the most scariest entities in the game, because yeah, whoever's more rarer than this, who has never found him yet because he keeps killing, and you just have to look 2 ways, but yeah. So yeah, this is how to beat it. So you get the sheet first on the left side of the map. Then you get all 8 books. Then you can either find books upstairs of the door 50 or downstairs also. And guiding light appears sometimes right away. Then the first number on the sheet would it be like 5 or something, but that will give you some chance over. So yeah, good luck yourself now, because yeah, you're going to beat it. Then you'll go to straight doors if you want.
Last of the main entities is another boss-type monster known as the Figure. Standing around 10 feet tall with long gangly arms and a circular...
That's true. He's like 10 feet tall because he's like tall.
A mouth full of razor-sharp teeth, the Figure is surely one of the most unnerving of all entries found within doors.
In his logo is a sound that freezingly comes.
However, as you may have noticed, Figure does not have any eyes, and so relies on its...
He's blind. He can't see you. He can't see you.
keen sense of sound to track down its
prey. He doesn't have eyes. It's just a big mouth on his face.
Therefore, when encountering the Figure, it is important to stay crouched and move quietly so as not to draw its attention. If players do alert the Figure, then they must hide inside a...
Figure usually jump off the stairs, but now he just walks down the stairs instead now. I like the old update on Figure.
Closet and survive a fast-paced, quick-time event.
So this is called the mini heart game, and you do this when you go to the closet, and if you fail, you get crowned out and you get killed.
Failing this QTE results in an instant game over. The Figure inhabits room 50 and room 100, and each of these rooms contains a puzzle which must be completed in order for us to escape. The first room is set within a library, where players must collect up 8 books and then use a piece of paper to decipher the correct code to unlock.
You get the correct code, then you unlock door 51.
The exit. The second room is set within a maintenance area and requires the player to track down 10 fuses, which must then be placed into a power unit. This allows for power to be turned on and electrify pools of water around the environment. In turn, this sets fire to the Figure and sends it hurtling through a nearby window. After this, the player must complete a memory puzzle to power up the elevator and escape the maintenance room before it blows. But the figure returns and attacks the elevator, sending both
Yeah, you try to attack the elevator before you go to door 101 in Factor 2.
it and the player plunging into the darkness below.
Second game. Glitch.
Now let's take
So, glitch is glitch. So, glitch is one of those ones that you know you got badge error. Do you know that badge error? So, you get spawned. You either stay in the same door or it spawns you to the next door. He either kills you, by the way. He never kills me, but yeah. And glitch is kind of going to actually glitch you, but yeah, glitch gives you the error badge.
a look at the secondary entities, ones that are not seen so often or are non-hostile, as well as those included for story purposes. The first of these is an entity known as Glitch. Created as a failsafe by the developers, Glitch will only appear if the next room fails to load. In this instant, it materializes as a purple...
Yeah, it does fail to load. So if it fails to load, you get glitched to the next door, so...
mass of floating cubes, surrounded by a pixelated aura. It will attack the player, causing the screen to glitch out, and then spawn them in the next room, though it deals no damage in the process. When hiding in lockers...
So, hiding in the closet when rush or ambush is not coming, well, you start seeing red on your screen. Then, hide kicks you out. Then, what he actually does, he's a closet. He's a closet. He's not a closet, he's just one of those black things like Jack or something, but no. No.
And closets to escape the many terrors stalking the halls of a hotel, you may feel the urge to remain hidden for long periods of time. However, this next entity makes sure that your time spent in these hiding spots is short-lived. For if we linger too long, then an entity known as Hide begins to distort our vision. The message "Get Out" flashes on screen. If we ignore this final warning, then Hide will eject us from the safe zone and deal 40 damage in the process, leaving the player to the mercy of whatever may still be lurking outside. Snare doesn't appear until the final stretch of doors, showing up in the greenhouse area from room 90.
He's one of those, things that you actually get attacked by. So, I don't know if it's a plant or something, but never mind.
Onward. It looks harmless enough at first glance, a pile of dirt containing several holes.
Oh, it's not really a plant, it's dirt.
This appearance is deceptive, as accidentally standing on Snare causes spikes to shoot out of these many holes, impaling the player and stunning them for a few seconds. While stunned by Snare, players are open to attack from the many entities which constantly roam the greenhouse area.
Plug in, power up with the all-electric E-Up.
Another ride.
Jack is a mischievous...
So Jack is located in the closet. Located in the closet. Then what he does is, if Jack is in that closet, if you open it, he ends up jump scaring you. He doesn't attack you. He also spawns in the hallways. Yeah, I'm not even joking. He spawns in the hallways also. Then he leaves blood on the floor.
And haunting entity that doesn't deal damage to players with physical attacks, but rather aims to inflict mental anguish. On rare instances, while entering new rooms and hiding spots, Jack will jump scare the player, sometimes kicking them back out of a room or closet they have just entered. He appears as a ghoulish, smiling face. Another prankster
Timothy is a spider that pranks you in the drawer. He jump scares you. I've been jump scared by him like a couple of times. So what Timothy actually does, if you go, you see those drawers. If you go if you're trying to get the crucifix or anything else, you're checking the drawers, then you can find a spider in there called Timothy. You jump on your face actually. You will jump on your face and it will attack you a tiny bit.
Within the hotel is this spider named Timothy. This 8-legged freak hides inside various drawers, ready to jump out and attack the player as they search for loot. As well as a nasty jump scare, Timothy also inflicts a small amount of damage to those who fall victim to his surprise attack. On very rare occasions, when looking through the many window
is kind of rare, and he spawns and he comes only sometimes when the windows. Probably a thunderstorm or something, you would think, but I don't know.
Those found throughout the hotel, there is a chance to see a ghostly face staring at us through the glass. This face is an entity known as Window, and is more of an Easter egg than anything tangible. Window is placid and never directly attacks or jump scares the player, and as quickly as he appears, he vanishes in a clap of thunder.
Yeah. In the thunder, he disappears. He doesn't attack a player, or he jump scares a player.
After escaping the figure for the first time, we enter a room unlike any.
So Jeff and those other guys and so Jeff, I don't know the other name, Gino or something, but Bob. So Jeff can jump scare you, Bob can jump scare you, and Gino can jump scare you. So Jeff is quite lonely. Yeah, you can be his friend if you want. And then Jeff, you actually go in there. Then it's a shop. Jeff would like coins to go to college. So he had got coins. Then he became very, very long.
Room unlike any other in the Doors universe. This room contains Jeff's store, run by a secretive entity known as, you guessed it, Jeff. This friendly character sells passers-by key items that will help them to survive the perils ahead. We don't get a good look at Jeff, but we can see he has a bright pair of white eyes which stare at us from the shadows. He also seems to have 2 tentacles, used to take money and dispense his wares.
He becomes happy if you give him money. You have to donate so you can get the badge. And if you steal from him, I don't even know. The radio will turn off.
Besides Jeff's store are 2 other characters. The first is a human skeleton named Bob. We can interact with Bob, but doing so results in a message that simply states nothing happened.
Bob died, but he's not actually dead. He can jump scare you.
Perhaps in a future update, this character will be patched with a jump scare or some kind of key item. Bob's associate is a red goblin known as El Goblino.
So he can jump scare you, but he's also talks to you. That is the only one that talks to you, by the way.
This cheerful character has an ear piercing and wears torn shorts and spiky wristbands. His eyes are large and yellow, resembling the same shape and appearance as Jeff's. El Goblino will interact with a player should they approach. We are able to speak to the goblin 3 times before they stop responding. Their conversation adds
talk to them 3 times before they stop.
Some humor and additional lore to the game world. The next entity doesn't take a physical form and so cannot be
So, Void, he can... So you can only do this on multiplayer. So the person goes 4 to 5 doors away from you, then the doors close, then you absolutely get glitched into the other doors. that the person is.
Shown in this video. It also only shows up during multiplayer sessions. The Void is an entity designed to teleport players who lag behind their friends back to their party. The following jump scare plays out as the lights dim and the player is transported during a loud flash. This flash causes a random amount of damage to the person in question and can
they damage you, then you go to the next doors.
Even be fatal on occasion. Finally, we have 3 secret entities. These are found within a secret area of the game known as the Rooms. This area looks very different from the hotel, taking on the appearance of a cold and clinical office environment. It can be found around room 60 and is accessed using a pair of lockpicks and
you get the lockpicks, then you go to the door, then you get turned into door 200.
And a skeleton key. A60 gets its name
So A60, the activates a youngster you. He can also kill you, for example, but I don't know what else about him, but not anyway.
to its appearance around room 60 onward. It takes on the form of a nightmarish face with glowing red eyes. In terms of behaviour, A60 behaves much like Rush, speeding through rooms and claiming anyone who isn't safely hiding in one of the many nearby lockers. However,
just like Rush,
like
I never got 80,000.
Rush, there is no visual warning when A60 approaches. Instead, we must listen out for its sound and then quickly hide before its arrival. One of the strangest entities in the
So A90 is one of the strangest entities in the game, and what they do is stalk you. Then if you don't click, they will attack you. They will bite you. They will bite you. So they will bite you. A90. So you have to make sure to click on the screen before they bite you.
Game is A90, who appears as a pixelated face in the center of the screen. The face looks truly unnerving. It resembles that of a screaming man. After appearing, the face instantly switches to a stop sign, and when this happens, the player must stand perfectly still and not move until A90 has passed. Moving too soon will trigger
I forgot what it was again, but you can't move, alright?
jump scare, which deals 90 damage points to the player and often results in death. The final entry on this rundown is A120. This entity looks like a children's drawing.
Yeah, so A20, he does. I don't know if he attacks you. I don't know anything about him. I never heard of that.
The scribble of a smiling face. In fact, it is referenced as Squiggly Face. It acts much like Rush and A60, passing through the room and causing the screen to flicker. A dull banging sound can also be heard as it draws near. A120 causes instant death, and so it is imperative to hide before it enters the room.
A120 heals you and attacks you, so I know about that.
And with that, we have come to the end of this look at each of the entities found within Roblox doors. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it both entertaining and
Thank you for watching this video. If I kind of paused it way too many times, you can watch the original video. So sorry for making this so late, but yeah.